What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. I'm gonna start getting in the habit again of doing my top threes because I'm doing the chorus and I'm doing everything else, so I might as well just get back in the habit of just doing these. So, anyways, let's just jump right in. I don't know how long this one's gonna be, but I'm looking at three stocks this week. Well, I'm in Tesla already, so I'm swinging that. But for this week, I'm looking at Home Depot, Target, and PLTR. I've been waiting on PLTR for a long time. Well, not for a long time, but since last week to come down to my level. But anyways, on Home Depot for the month, right? It closed green. It closed above the last month high of 366, right? And this, if you wanted to, it's a bullish engulfing, right? Because this big green stick engulfed the last one. So I mean, we are in an uptrend now. Just looking at this monthly stick, it's telling me that that bulls are trying to, they're trying to push price higher, and bears fall, it price went up to 390, pulled back down to 374, but the trend is still up on a low, and I'll show you on the lower time frames what I mean by that. As of right now, I low key want to see this candle pull back this next monthly candle when it opens, because there's like a gap down here, and I want price to fill the gap before I look. I like the best entries are gap entries, I swear, because if you can get a gap entry, like shoot, you be up, y'all, like you be up so much just off a gap entry. Anyways, if we look at the weekly time frame, you can see these three candles. We're pretty much in a range, like we're range bound because we're making. Look, I guess you could even call it a broadening formation if you really wanted to. Then let me actually go to monthly. Actually, let me see the 50%. 364.16. I keep that for now, but I don't think we're gonna break that low. Well, it could. Weekly 377. Okay. Daily, see on the daily, you can see this broadening formation a little bit better. If I wanted to, I could just move it down here. But I'm gonna keep it right at, could I drew it on the higher time frame? But anyways, so that gap I was saying, right? Let me go down to the 30 minute. So we have a gap down here, right here to the left at 360. So I don't think so. As of right now, we are at the monthly support. I'm pretty, yeah, we're at the, yeah, we pretty much close. So we close at 374.59. So this next monthly stick when it opens, I low key want us to dip down to at least 370, wick, and then pop back up above 374.59. But pretty much set alert at 374.59 because if price breaks over that, your next target, you're looking just based off the monthly, you're looking at 383 just based off the monthly time frame. Now, let me go down to the 30 minute. Yeah, the only reason I'm not gonna short it because I'm looking for the like. Look, we are in an uptrend. Oh yeah, I'll show you right now what I mean. So we've been in a downtrend, right? Downtrend. We've been in a downtrend. Then we bottom right here at earnings, right? Well, on Wednesday after earnings, bottom. But if you look at this overall structure of the market, we are buying. Why do I say that? Well, look at this high right here. The high on December 18th, right? 8:30. This high of 366.30. If we were bearish, then why did price break above that? Exactly. So since we broke above this structure, since this current leg, this leg down here from this low up to here, right? See, we broke above 366 and we closed above it with the candle body, right? This is confirmed that the trend has changed, right? bulls are in the market again. And then two, if you want more proof, let's look down here. A sweep of the low, hammer, boom, higher low. Like I can't make this up. Even I draw a fib right here. What is this? Point 0.5. Like come on. Like I I can't I can't make that up. Well, anyways, as of right now, your supports are 371.3 and 374.59. So I it depends on Monday. If we open above 374.59 and hold, then I'm looking at easily 383. But what I want us to low key break under this low right here. Like shoot. Never. I don't even think that's gonna break. Cause look, it tried to break it just bottomed out and it reversed to the upside. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so we stay above 374.59. I'm looking at 383. Above that, I'm looking at 390 on Home Depot. And Home Depot can move like Tesla. If you catch this thing on a good day, it can print like $10 to $15. And then, obviously your stop is wherever you want. Like I said, I buy like 2 weeks out. But I have alert set there, and I'm gonna set an alert at 368 just in case, just in case we gap down on Monday. Because if we gap down, I'm looking at 360. But anyways, as of right now, I'm like I said, I'm long. All these time frames are green except for the weekly. But I'm not really concerned because look at this wick for in the weekly. So someone's buying. Someone bought this candle. Someone has been buying this candle. So that's what I'm saying. I'm bullish on Home Depot. Next one, Target. Target, easy. Just based off the just based off of the monthly time frame. This is a trend line right here. What do we do? We broke above the trend line, right? The current monthly high is 111. I'm not really worried about the low, Bob market anyways. Low is at 97. And obviously the midpoint to the middle. You know what? I'm just gonna draw a box around this. Let me just do that. Just draw a box. Just expand it. Try to draw a line. Oh, why's my trading acting so slow right now? All right. So we are in a key area on target. Pretty much on target. Over 108.9. I'm looking at 127. Just based off of this monthly time frame. My long-term target is 127. Now if we go down to lower time frames, weekly, like it's a hold on. I'm gonna restart my trading view. Yeah, sorry about that. My it was lagging. There we go. I'm gonna well hopefully y'all can see my screen now. All right, there we go. There we go. So as I was saying on target, I said Home Depot, but on target, just off the week, like that trend line I saw on the monthly, it's just this right here, this high, and then right here, you see this break, this candle broke above, closed above, hammer, I guess if you want to call it. Then if I were to do this, just based off the weekly, just based off of these four candles, 105.87 to zero point 0.5, this overall move right here. So even then, Like I said, I'm looking to long this because number one, oh yeah, I didn't show you this too. When you zoom out, right, these two lows right here have been swept, right? Well, not this one here at 80. I don't think target is gonna go to 80. But anyways, we swept this low right here of 90.17, right? Not only did we sweep that low with this candle, but we also swept this candle. Then we also swept this candle. And what happened? We bounced up. And then look at this double bottom, right? One, two, impulse move, break of the structure right here. So that's what I'm saying. As long as we stay in this pocket, like I'm looking minimum 127. And this is just based off the weekend monthly. Like, let me go to the daily. Like, if this is, yeah, if this is this high or low, then I'm looking, yeah, I'm looking at 112 short term. I'm looking at retest. Oh, oh well, I'll just, I don't like to have a lot of stuff on my chart. But yeah, I'm looking at 111. Support is 100. We're at 105. So I would like, let me go to 30. Oh, this is so clean. This is so clean. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm trying to see something. Yeah, because look, this likely could be a inverted head and shoulders if you wanted to, like left, head, right, but I'm not trying to force that. But anyways, we broke out of this bearish channel or vortex or whatever you want to, yeah, this bearish broadening formation. We broke out of it and we are going to the upside. So that means as of right now, just based off the 30-minute time frame, if we hold above 105.45, I'm just trying to look at the highs. I'm just using the highs of the candle. So this bearish candle that caused a break of this, I'm looking at 108.49. Then obviously, I think that there's a gap right here. I think this is the gap. Let me go to the 15. No, let me go to 5. But I think that's a gap right there. Yeah, I was right. That is a gap. I don't know how I saw that. But yeah, that's my target. This is my target. Oh, yeah, this looks so clean. This this looks so clean. Yeah, I'm looking at 110 on target. So a $5 move, which on target is not bad over 105.45. And then last but not least is PLTR. So PLTR, I did a when I went live, I was shorting PLTR and I was because someone asked me about it. No, I don't think anyone asked me. I just showed them. But anyways, on PLTR, uh, I was looking for price to fall down to 147, and it did. Cause I was not gonna buy it yet. Cause it, I'm trying to long this. I'm trying to long this. Like I'm not. I should have went for the short because I knew it was gonna come down to 147. But I'm trying to catch that long because I know that long I'm gonna print more. So PLTR, we swapped the low of 147.56. I was waiting for that. I was either waiting for the price to reverse here at 156.63. But what happened? This next kind of open, bearish, and it pushed down. So if that pushed down, my next target was 147.56. So the same thing applies. What happened? Bearish open, push down. So this next candle, if we open here and push down at 142 and sweep that, I'm long. Like I'm long. And I'm taking that all the way back up. So that's what I low key want to happen because it swept two lows already. But yeah, honestly, yeah, that works because I still have this yeah, yeah, that honestly works. So yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm saying alert at 151, at 142. If we get a bullish candle with volume, if we close above 151.86, then that's I mean it's the second best entry. That that's what I'm gonna say. It's the second best entry. It's not the best entry for me, but it's the second best entry. Because if price is bullish, you trade the trend, right? So if you miss your first entry, then catch the second entry. Because if price hasn't hit your target yet, why are you getting let down and sad? Like, no, just lock in and catch the second entry, you big baby. But anyways, sorry, I have this cough. I stopped smoking, so I haven't smoked in like good 2 months. No, I say like a good month now. Well, I'm close to 2 months. But anyways, THC, but I just stopped. I don't want to live sober for a while. But anyways, PLTR, like I said, I don't. And then too, look, the the lower time frames are bullish, but the higher time frames are bearish. So that's what I mean. If these higher time frames are still bearish on Monday, then I know for a fact that price is going down to 142 and it's going to sweep that leg. And then once we sweep that leg, I bet money it's going to drop down some more, wick back up, and then the volume's going to come in. Then it's going to sweep up a little bit. Then it's going to pull back down, make that higher low, and the price is just going to take off to the upside and break over 156, 161, and just keep going. And it has a gap to fill at 187. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about the short. I'm trying to catch this long. Because if I can catch this long and long this junk back up here, I mean, okay, I probably won't take that far unless I buy like monthlies or like 2 months or 3 months. But anyway, my short term targets, it's just gonna be this leg because this leg called the break. So 171. But short term targets 156. So pretty much 151.86, 156.56, 161.11, and then 171.5. This gap doesn't come into play unless we break over 171.92. Anyways, I thank y'all for watching. This video is probably like 25 minutes long, but I'm gonna do this every week. I'm gonna do a top three every week. But I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you on the next one.